The power of silent action, a Stoic approach to success. In today's chaotic world, everyone seems eager to broadcast their voice. Words echo endlessly, shaking the very foundations of our society. People constantly discuss ideals, strategies, and aspirations, yet few actually take action. Meanwhile, those who truly achieve greatness wield silence as their most powerful weapon. Silence isn't about avoidance. It's a state of heightened awareness, a deliberate focus on action rather than empty rhetoric. The ancient philosophy of Stoicism emphasizes that only action produces genuine results, while words without corresponding action are merely hollow promises. Epictetus, one of Stoicism's greatest teachers, reminded us, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." This powerful statement urges us not to waste time describing what should be done, but to rise up and demonstrate through our actions. So why are silence and action so fundamentally important? Because silence represents not just the absence of speech, but the patience and courage required for meaningful action. Let's explore this profound truth together in this video. And before we begin, leave a comment saying, "Action speaks louder," as your personal commitment. Principle number 1. Words cannot substitute for action. Throughout history, the world's most influential leaders and visionaries have harnessed the power of language to transform emotions, inspire followers, and catalyze meaningful change. From Abraham Lincoln's call for unity to Nelson Mandela's message of reconciliation, words have undeniably shaped human history. However, while words possess tremendous power in communicating vision and stirring emotion, they can never replace concrete action. This represents a fundamental teaching from Stoic philosophy, that a person's true worth lies not in what they say, but in what they do. In contemporary society, countless individuals discuss ambitious plans and lofty aspirations, yet rarely transform these words into tangible reality. Words flow easily and can paint beautiful pictures, but only determined action delivers actual results. As Marcus Aurelius wisely observed, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one." This statement emphasizes that value doesn't reside in declarations or intentions, but in how we respond and act in life's various circumstances. The quiet determination behind action reflects a person's inner strength and personal dignity far more than any eloquent speech. Stoicism consistently highlights that action, not words, is the true measure of character. What matters most is our ability to regulate emotions and responses, rather than pursuing empty promises or boasting about unachieved accomplishments. Consider the remarkable example of Cleanthes, who worked as a water carrier by night to support his philosophical studies by day. Cleanthes didn't merely teach Stoicism, he embodied its principles through his daily choices. He understood that value doesn't lie in philosophical discourse alone, but in applying those principles consistently in everyday life. When you genuinely take action, excessive explanation becomes unnecessary. Your results speak with unmistakable clarity. Look at athletes who achieve greatness. They aren't merely those who discuss training techniques, but those who commit to rigorous daily practice with unwavering determination. LeBron James exemplifies this principle perfectly. While naturally gifted, what elevated him to basketball greatness was his relentless work ethic and commitment to continuous improvement. James never simply talked about his abilities or future achievements. He placed his faith in consistent action. With refreshing honesty, James once shared, "You can't be afraid to fail. It's the only way you succeed. You're not going to succeed all the time, and I know that." This statement acknowledges his setbacks, while affirming the power of persistence and ongoing effort. Despite painful disappointments, he never surrendered. Each failure became an opportunity to learn, improve, and return stronger. His countless hours of disciplined practice and adherence to a demanding training regimen unlocked his full potential. These sustained efforts propelled James to the pinnacle of basketball achievement, not just occasional flashes of brilliance, but consistent excellence. Few witnesses the sweat and struggle that occur in the solitude of training, yet genuine success materializes only through persistent effort amid challenges. James' journey clearly demonstrates that action, not rhetoric, leads to lasting achievement. Discussing objectives or beautiful dreams merely initiates a lengthy process. The crucial element is maintaining action even when nobody observes or acknowledges your efforts. Stoic philosophers taught that inner peace and dignity emerge only when we act without seeking recognition or validation. So how can we apply this philosophy to our everyday lives? The answer lies in embracing the Principle number 2, silence enhances focus on goals. Silence creates an environment conducive to concentration, helping you complete tasks more effectively. Finding a quiet space for thought and action can be the decisive factor in achieving your objectives. In moments of silence, your mind remains undistracted by external influences, allowing you to channel your energy toward the task at hand, rather than allowing it to dissipate through unnecessary conversation. Maintaining silence often serves as a powerful tool for retaining control of situations and sustaining deep focus. As Seneca advised, most powerful is he who has himself in his own power. Silence helps protect this control, minimizing outside interference so you can direct your attention toward what truly matters, the goals you've established for yourself. Rather than investing time and energy in superfluous discussions or meaningless chatter, you can concentrate on taking necessary actions to achieve your objectives. Silence represents a method of preventing yourself from being diverted by forces unrelated to your purpose. Warren Buffett, one of history's most successful investors, exemplifies the power of silence in maintaining focus and avoiding distractions. Buffett is renowned for his long-term investment approach and ability to identify overlooked opportunities in financial markets. However, he rarely discusses his investment strategies before implementing them. Buffett understands that publicly announcing his plans would expose him to interference from analysts, media, and public opinion, potentially undermining his confidence and ability to make independent decisions. For this reason, he chooses to remain quiet about significant decisions, focusing on thorough market analysis rather than participating in public debates. One of Buffett's most celebrated strategies involved maintaining his investments during market downturns when others panicked. Buffett didn't need to announce this approach beforehand. He simply acted when circumstances aligned with his principles. Silence allowed him to avoid criticism and distractions, keeping him focused on long-term objectives and resulting in one of history's most remarkable investment records. This parallels Stoicism, whose adherents believe silence preserves mental clarity and self-mastery. Epictetus advised in his teachings that silence represents an important tool for practicing self-discipline. He didn't attempt to explain or preach to others. Instead, he demonstrated through personal example, proving that silence not only maintains focus, but facilitates personal growth. By remaining silent, you can conserve time while protecting your mind from unnecessary disturbances. When you discuss your goals less frequently, you avoid external expectations and pressures. Those who constantly talk about their plans often become entangled in conversations, debates, and judgments from others. They may begin doubting themselves when confronted with criticism or lacking approval. The sensation of being monitored or needing to fulfill others' expectations can weaken motivation and confidence, creating distraction. Conversely, silence protects your self-assurance while creating space to act without explanation or justification. You can work and create value without seeking attention, acting not to prove anything, but because you clearly understand your objective and are prepared to achieve it. In today's world, saturated with noise and distractions, silence represents not merely the absence of sound, but the presence of focus and inner strength. As Marcus Aurelius observed, very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. This statement emphasizes that we're often plagued by unnecessary worries stemming from external distractions. Silence liberates you from these needless mental burdens, helping your mind return to tranquility and concentrate on what genuinely matters. If you desire success, begin by mastering silence in your life. Rather than oversharing, dedicate time to action. Instead of becoming entangled in meaningless conversations, let silence help you reclaim focus and inner strength. Principle number 3, control emotions through silence. It's readily apparent that intense emotions sometimes cause people to act or speak impulsively. Anger, frustration, or even excessive joy can lead to poor decisions. Hasty words or impulsive actions during emotional peaks often result in regrettable consequences. Therefore, silence and emotional restraint represent powerful tools endorsed by Stoic philosophy for maintaining composure and acting rationally. Epictetus advised, "Make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens." This statement serves not just as caution, but as a reminder of silence's power when confronting negative emotions. Rather than reacting immediately, a Stoic learns to pause, breathe deeply, and reflect before speaking or acting. This approach not only prevents regrettable words and actions, but preserves dignity and self-respect. When emotions surge, our first response can be deliberate silence. In many situations, silence represents the most powerful response. The steady gaze of a silent individual during a tense meeting often communicates more strength than verbal resistance. Imagine a scenario where a colleague unfairly criticizes you during a meeting. Anger might arise instantly, tempting a hasty reaction. However, by exercising restraint and remaining silent instead of responding thoughtlessly, you gain time to assess the situation and formulate a calm, reasoned response. Marcus Aurelius counseled, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When we react immediately and lose emotional control, we waste precious opportunities for reflection and constructive action. Silence provides the space to pause, regulate emotions, and consider how best to respond. Mahatma Gandhi represents one of history's most powerful examples of emotional restraint through silence. Throughout his life, he encountered countless criticisms and attacks from opponents to India's independence movement. However, instead of responding with anger or retaliation, Gandhi consistently adhered to his principles of non-violence and truth. During situations of conflict, his silence never indicated weakness or passivity. Rather, it demonstrated inner strength and determination to uphold human dignity. When attacked, Gandhi maintained calm composure and continued advocating for peace and justice. His silence during tense moments often surprised his adversaries, who anticipated emotional outbursts. This created respect and curiosity about his message. This resilience earned widespread admiration and established an example for generations in the struggle for freedom and equality. The crucial insight is that silence doesn't represent weakness or passivity, but constitutes an active choice. When we refuse to let emotions control us, we demonstrate exceptional self-regulation. This silence not only protects us from mistakes, but earns respect from others. Not every disagreement or criticism requires immediate response. Sometimes, silence preserves inner peace and personal dignity. Psychological research confirms that rapid reactions often allow emotions to dominate actions, leading to irreversible consequences. Silence creates space to process emotions, preventing impulsive cycles of anger. This enables smarter decisions and greater situational control. Can you remain silent during emotionally charged moments and act rationally? Can you incorporate silence into your life to manage emotions and maintain self-respect? Share your experiences in the comments below. Have you utilized silence to control emotions during tense situations? Your story might help others learn emotional restraint and self-mastery. Principle number 4. Silence enhances listening and learning. Have you noticed that listen and silent contain the same letters? Perhaps the key to genuine listening lies in cultivating silence. In our fast-paced environment, we often emphasize speaking and responding over truly listening, yet silence creates the conditions for authentic understanding. When you quiet your mind and focus completely on the speaker, you perceive not just their words, but grasp their meaning, emotions, and needs. Listening doesn't come naturally to most people. We learn to speak, express thoughts, debate, and share opinions. Silence, however, receives less value in conversations, yet speaking excessively sometimes leads to misunderstandings and missed learning opportunities. When you remain silent, you create space to observe and listen more deeply. This represents a vital skill that Zeno of Citium, founder of Stoicism, emphasized. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen twice as as much as we speak. This saying doesn't merely advocate communication balance, but recommends silence as a means to perceive what others might not express verbally. Through silence, you absorb information and detect unspoken signals. Sometimes listening transcends hearing words. Consider how you've listened to a favorite piece of music repeatedly, discovering something new with each experience. Perhaps a melody, phrase, or musical transition previously unnoticed. Music enhances listening skills and deepens perception. For instance, when listening to Beethoven's Moonlight Sonata, the stillness within the gentle melody invites deeper reflection. Beyond mere sound, it evokes emotions, tranquility, serenity, and subtle connection with your surroundings. No longer carried away by life's rapid pace, you experience the gentle movement of notes and meaningful pauses. This exemplifies how music helps you listen, not only with ears, but with heart, expanding awareness and revealing previously unnoticed elements. Similarly, Bob Dylan's Blowin' in the Wind offers different emotional depths. Lyrics like, "How many roads must a man walk down before you call him a man?" aren't merely social commentary, but reminders of fairness and dignity. Each time you hear the song, you might perceive different messages about freedom, justice, or personal reflection. When truly attentive to melodies and lyrics, you don't simply hear but feel and comprehend the profound message conveyed. Likewise, in daily life, silence enables not only knowledge absorption, but deeper understanding of surrounding issues. During important meetings, focusing exclusively on speaking means missing opportunities to learn from others. However, by remaining silent and observant, you notice non-verbal cues and hidden emotions in others' actions, perhaps a momentary glance or subtle gesture revealing someone's perspective, feelings, or intentions. Silence isn't merely absence of sound, but a pathway for deeper connection with yourself and others. Genuine listening means perceiving not only others' words, but the deeper message behind them. Silence creates space to absorb, analyze, and understand situations more clearly. You learn from experienced individuals, recognize previously overlooked factors, and most importantly, understand yourself better. Applying listening through silence in daily life presents challenges. During discussions, the urge to express opinions often feels overwhelming. However, silence helps you become the true beneficiary. By remaining silent and observant, you create space for wisdom. Not only do you master personal emotions, but subtly influence others. In conclusion, within a world of excessive talking and minimal listening, silence represents the key to learning and understanding. Through silence, you learn not only from others' words, but from stillness and surrounding context. This builds deeper relationships and contributes to personal development. Indeed, as Seneca observed, it is a rough road that leads to the heights of greatness. When you listen more than speak, you truly enrich your knowledge and emotional intelligence. Principle number 5. Silent action avoids criticism. Silence is a source of great strength. This simple yet profound statement from Lao Tzu captures why silence, especially during action, becomes a powerful force for achievement. It suggests that restraint and inner calm represent not weakness, but tremendous latent power. Society constantly demands expression of opinions, plans, and movements, yet wisdom often emerges from less talking and more acting. In Stoic philosophy, silence transcends mere sound absence, representing intentional avoidance of distractions and unnecessary disclosures. Stoics recognize that exposing plans invites criticism, doubt, and dependence on others' expectations. Publicly sharing ambitions often attracts judgment and skepticism. Consider times when you excitedly shared an idea only to encounter doubt, questioning, or dismissal from someone lacking complete understanding. The more you discuss ideas, the more you invite external voices, critics, well-intentioned friends, or strangers to influence your narrative. Each comment or doubt weakens determination, transforming momentum into uncertainty. Conversely, those acting silently, allowing results to speak louder than words, often achieve success undeterred by others' opinions. They work quietly, letting outcomes deliver their message. message. This approach not only shields from criticism, but transcends it, maintaining steadfast purpose. Imagine an entrepreneur developing a revolutionary product. They don't announce features on social media or discuss market potential. Instead, they quietly refine prototypes, strengthen technology, and prepare mentally for launch challenges. This silent preparation doesn't indicate arrogance or avoidance, but deliberate choice to let actions communicate. When the product launches, their vision becomes evident not through pre-release declarations, but through the innovation and quality of their creation. This represents silent work's beauty. Results ultimately speak louder than words. Observing the entrepreneur's success after months of quiet development reveals not just technical achievement, but serene confidence from diligent work without seeking external validation. They understand success needs no explanation, only demonstration through results. Stoic philosophy profoundly recognizes that others' opinions exceed our control. Similarly, success transcends constant recognition or praise, residing in quiet, persistent, focused efforts, undistracted by external noise. When you minimize talking and maximize action, you remove power from critics and reclaim personal authority. By emphasizing action over words, you maintain path control and protect journey integrity. This embodies a core Stoic principle. Stoics disregard fame or external validation and instead cultivate inner discipline, focusing on what truly matters: steady progress and self-improvement. They understand that true power lies in silent action, where commitment and perseverance define success, not external approval. Morals. Actions speak louder than words. Let your achievements demonstrate your worth rather than seeking validation through speech. Silence shields from unnecessary criticism. Keeping plans private protects against doubt and negative external influences. Self-discipline leads to success. True success stems from consistent effort, not public approval or recognition. Focus on what you control. Your work and discipline are within your control. Others' opinions are not. Patience and persistence win. Silent efforts may not bring immediate recognition, but their impact is undeniable over time. If you found this insightful, make sure to like, follow, and subscribe to our channel for more wisdom and practical Stoic insights. Stay disciplined, stay focused, and let your actions speak for you.